Hi there, my name is Blake Anderson. I am the administrator of A Banyan Residence. So recently the Department of Health released a list of all long-term care facilities that did have a positive case of COVID-19, including us. We did in fact have a positive case confirmed here. However, I think the list released by the Department of Health can be misleading or implies a state of operations that is inaccurate. So I thought it best I address it head on. Our positive case was a staff member that was nearly a month ago. It was an isolated case, and the staff member has actually since been cleared to return to work. We currently have no residents and no other staff that tested positive, nobody under investigation, and nobody showing symptoms awaiting a test. This was an isolated case, and it is now inactive. Now, I understand that details help ease the mind, so I'll elaborate on the sequence of events. On March 20th, the staff member did report to work and showed no symptoms, went through the proper screening process, and showed no signs of a fever. However, during her shift, she did start to not feel herself. So we checked her temperature again, and it was a mild grade fever. So we sent her home, and she did not return after March 20th. On March 29th, we got a call from the Department of Health saying that she did, in fact, test positive. Now, unfortunately, it had been 10 days since she was last at work, which limits what our response could have been. However, we were fortunate that we've been taking resident temperatures since early March, and we had enough of a baseline where we could confirm that there was no uptake in any fever symptoms in any of our residents, and that this may have been an isolated case. Luckily, we also enforced required PPE early on in March for all staff when on property. So according to the CDC, anybody exposed to the staff member was a low risk to begin with. As a facility, we implemented preventative measures, visitor restrictions, and required personal protective equipment, or PPE, very early on. And actually, since the positive case, that staff member has since tested negative 3 consecutive times, and the Department of Health has actually cleared her to come back to work. Now, we've actually had this serve as a positive data point, confirming that the protocols that we put in place in accordance with the CDC actually work. And it has encouraged my other staff members to be more diligent in following the protocols we put in place, knowing that they actually work. And if they're followed, them, their families, and our residents will all stay safe. We are continuing to work with the Department of Health, Sarasota County, the CDC, and the Agency for Healthcare Administration in making sure we're doing everything in our power to protect our residents and our community as a whole. I hear from the state at least once daily, even just to check in or see if there's anything that they can do to help. And it's comforting to know that we do have allies at the highest levels of state government that are really here for our benefit and are working with us to make sure they're doing everything they can no matter what the situation is. During these trying times, our staff has been extraordinary and extremely diligent in following our safety protocols, and we cannot thank them enough because we do believe they truly are real-life heroes. We are comfortable that this was an isolated case that is behind us, and that our residents and staff are as safe as they possibly could be right now.